Watching German Gyan. My name is Nidhi and I'm guys. Today we are up with a new video, and this new video is all about German sentence structure specifically for B1 and B2, and in this video we're gonna discuss the most common errors of B1 and B2. I hope you're gonna love this video. I hope you're gonna share this video because this is actually very important video. If you are watching or listening for the very first time, then my name is Nidhi and I'm a CEO and the founder of German Gyan. German Gyan provides you online and offline classes. We do provide teacher training program, exam preparation, brush up classes and whatnot. So why to waste time? Enroll with German Gyan, subscribe German Gyan, and let's get into the video. Let's go!
Common sentence structures for German B1 level. The first mistake which students do is they place elements at the wrong places. For example, in a subject, you don't only have subject, verb and object. You still have many elements like time, manner, place or reason of doing something. So, if you are writing Ich gehe nach Berlin morgen mit dem Zug, then your sentence is completely wrong because in the sentence you are first writing location, then time and then manner of doing something, but the correct order is that first you write time, then manner and then the place go at the end of the sentence. So the correct sentence will be Ich gehe morgen mit dem Zug nach Berlin. The first sentence structure is da plus preposition, which is used to give statements, means we use da compound with prepositions. So the main structure is first we write main clause, then verb, then da compound and then we write preposition. Now remember, if your preposition starts with a vowel, then you have to add extra r. And the examples are Ich freue mich darauf. So in this sentence, as you can see that our preposition is auf, which is starting with a vowel, that's why we have added extra r. Another example is wartet darauf. Fourth sentence structure is of wo plus preposition, which is used to give questions, means again the rule is same. We use wo compound with a preposition, and if a preposition starts with a vowel, then again we have to add extra r. For example, worauf wartest du and womit fährst du zur Arbeit. And remember, we never use wo compound and da compound referring to a person. Next sentence structure is infinitive mit zu. This means that we use su with infinitive form of the verb, and remember that su plus infinitive means su and the action verb in the infinitive form, they always go at the end of the sentence. So the sentence structure is subject, then verb, then if you have rest of the sentence you can write it and then you write su plus infinitive. For example, Ich versuche, Deutsch zu lernen and sie hat vor früh zu kommen. Next we have lassen verb, and now we all know that lassen have many meanings, and the one of the meaning is when we allow or let someone do something. So at this case the sentence structure is first we write subject, then lassen at the second place which gets conjugated according to the subject, then we write object and then we write infinitive of the action verb at the end of the sentence without using su. Means over here we don't use su, we just simply write the infinitive of the action verb. So the example is Die Eltern lassen die Kinder spielen. Another meaning of lassen is to have something done, which is used in sense of basically service or work. And the structure is we write lassen, then object and then infinitive. For example, Ich lasse mein Auto reparieren. And another meaning of lassen is that when something can be done. In that case we use lassen with reflexive pronoun, means the verb is sich lassen. For example, das Problem lässt sich leicht lösen. So these are the meanings of lassen. Now the sentence structure of future 1 and future 2. So for the future 1, the sentence structure is we write subject, then we write werden, which is conjugated according to the subject, then we write the rest of the sentence, and at the end of the sentence goes your action verb in the infinitive form. For example, Ich werde Deutsch lernen. And then for the sentence structure of future 2, we use subject, then werden again conjugated according to the subject, then rest of the sentence, and then comes participe zwei of the action verb, then haben or sein at the end of the sentence. For example, ich werde die Arbeit gemacht haben. The next sentence structure is of Genitive preposition. It means when we use Genitive preposition in a sentence, then after that we have to use a Genitive article or pronoun. So the structure is, first we write Genitive preposition, then we write article or pronoun in Genitive case, and after that we write noun. For example, wegen des Regens bleiben wir zu Hause. So in this sentence, wegen is the Genitive preposition. Because of that, we have written des, which is Genitive article. Another example is wegen der Arbeit kommt spät. Now we have passive voice in different tense. So the first tense is present and the structure is werden plus participle zwei. For example, das Haus wird gebaut or the email wird geschrieben. So in passive voice, the focus is not on the person who is doing the work. So this is the sentence structure for present. And then for preteritum, the sentence structure is same. We just have to change the conjugation from werden to wurden. So the structure is wurden plus participle zwei. For example, das Haus wurde gebaut and die Aufgaben wurden gemacht. Now the sentence structure of passive imperfect. So the structure is, we write sein at the second place, then we write participle zwei and worden at the end of the sentence. For example, das Haus ist gebaut worden and der Brief ist geschrieben worden. And when we write the same passive in future one, then we write werden at the second place, participle zwei, and then again werden at the last. Now remember that the first werden is written at the second place conjugated according to the subject. For example, das Haus wird gebaut werden. That means in future one we have two werden, but the first werden which is written at the second place we conjugate that, and the werden which is written at the end of the sentence we don't conjugate it. Now we have passive with modal verb. So the structure is, we write modal verb at the second place, then we write participle zwei of the action verb, and then we write werden at the end of the sentence in infinitive form. For example, die Aufgabe muss gemacht werden, der Termin kann verschoben werden, das Formular soll aufgefüllt werden. And in passive voice, when you want to mention the doer, means the person who is doing the work, which is optional, so you can use von and durch. Now when you are using von, after that you have to use dative case, and we use von when we want to show that who has done the work. And when we use durch, so at that time we have to use accusative case, and it means the means or the process of doing that work. For example, das Buch wird von dem Lehrer erklärt. So over here we are showing the person who is doing the work, that's why we have used von. In the next sentence, das Fenster wurde durch den Wind geöffnet. So in this sentence we are telling that through what the work has been done, so that's why we have used durch. Now we have pluscuamperfect tense in B1 level, and the sentence is somewhat similar to perfect tense. So the structure is, we write subject, then we write hatten and waren, which is basically conjugated in pluscuamperfect, then we write participle zwei at the end of the sentence. And use hatten or waren, this is important, at the second place, and main verb stays in participle zwei. So this is the structure of pluscuamperfect.
So guys, how was this video? I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're gonna shower lots of love to this video. Thank you so much for showering lots of love. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning and keep learning and keep learning German.